Donald joins the army. When Donald Duck's nephews told him they were going to an army camp, Donald was delighted. "I'll come too," he exclaimed. "I've always wanted to be a soldier." "Oh, you're too old," said the triplets. But on parade the first day, Donald certainly looked the part. Their first task was to get round an obstacle course in 10 minutes. Donald was enjoying himself until he had to swing over the river on a rope. Disaster struck. He caught hold of the rope too low down and was dragged spluttering and gasping through the water. Getting back over the river was even worse. His only route was a slippery pole suspended above the water. Clinging desperately to the underside, he inched his way over the rushing water. Just then, he heard the triplets cry, "Watch out, Uncle Donald!" And they thundered across the pole, trampling on his fingers. Splash! Donald got another nasty ducking in the cold river. Wet and dripping, Donald scrambled through a row of barrels quite safely. But when he had to dive through the tire at the other end, his buttons got caught and he was stuck fast. Huey, Louie, and Dewey pushed and pulled, and with a mighty rip, Donald burst free. His once smart jacket now in a sorry state, Donald started to haul himself over the next obstacle, a very high wall, when he heard the sergeant major bark, "Hands up! Back to base! Pitch tents! Catch yourself fish! Light a fire! And cook it!" Now for the easy part, thought Donald, pulling the tent from its bag. But by the time the others were ready to go fishing, Donald was only half finished, and his tent was in a terrible mess. Just as he stepped back to admire his handiwork, the sergeant major appeared. "Is this it then, Duck?" he screamed at Donald. "Well, it's inside out! Start again!" Donald groaned. With muscles aching, Donald put up his tent again and made a fishing rod and line. Dejectedly, he sat on the riverbank to catch his supper. But by then the fish had grown tired of being caught and had gone into hiding. All Donald could catch was a tiddler, and he was ravenous. Back at the camp, Huey, Louie, and Dewey were sitting round a glowing fire, looking well-fed and contented. "All the rest of the food is gone, Uncle Donald. You'll have to make do with your fish," they giggled. Donald pretended not to hear and went to gather some tinder, but he could only find a few spindly twigs. "Never mind," he told himself, finding a match. "It's only a spindly little fish anyway." Just as he struck the match, the triplets came up behind him. "Uncle Donald, you're not supposed to use matches," they chorused. Donald jumped and the match burned his fingers. He let out a mighty "ow!" Too tired to worry about the fire anymore, or his rumbling stomach, Donald crawled into his sleeping bag. But he couldn't get comfortable. He seemed to be lying on a bed of rocks, all of them sticking in his back. After tossing and turning for as long as his aching bones would allow, Donald gave up. Stealthily, he crept from his tent and hurried away down the road to the nearest town. There, he booked into the first hotel he found. After a long hot bath and a very large dinner, Donald snuggled down in bed, feeling content at last. "Perhaps I am a bit too old to be a soldier," he admitted drowsily. "Maybe I'm better suited to being a concert pianist or an artist or—" But the next minute he was sound asleep.